Alrighty, last day with the Moto Razr Plus. So I was using this phone yesterday while I was eating a snack. Had some apples and peanut butter. So I scooped the peanut butter with my spoon, and the spoon was still on my plate. And as I was just moving my spoon across, I noticed that it got stuck to my phone. I was like, what the hell's going on here? And then I was moving my phone back and forth, and then long and behold, I guess the spoon is made of metal, this little magnet in the Razr Plus. So thought it was interesting, but it immediately got my attention because I was using, I forgot what I was on. I think I was on Snapchat, and then at the top left hand corner where my spoon was stuck, I saw a little faded pixel. So I got really nervous. Went away. But it definitely would have been concerning if you expose this phone to metal and then ruin the screen that way. I guess it kind of makes sense. I never really thought about it, but when you open and close your phone, you do hear this little click. Seems like there's some magnets in there that shuts the phone together nice and tight. And yeah, just never really thought of it that way and caught me by surprise. And just to make sure it wasn't going crazy, I tested this out on my Google Pixel 7. I put the spoon on top of my Google Pixel 7. That did not stick. So call that a feature or something I probably wouldn't want to try on your $1,000 phone. First thing I thought of is running a magnet against your $1,000 TV. You can definitely ruin your TV that way. I'm not sure if the science and mechanics work the same with the Razr Plus. I wouldn't try it, but I just discovered it by accident. Alright, you guys are new here. I'm Todd Mobile. I make daily videos on the current phone that I'm using. This is day 23 in the life of the Moto Razr Plus, and it's also my last day of covering this phone because you know all good things gotta come to an end. Pretty sure I cover every single detail. Don't want to keep beating a dead horse at this point. So it's gonna be my last day. I did a 3 weeks review a couple of days ago, so if you want to see my in-depth review of this phone, you can take a look at that. But for now, we'll just jump into the last day, changing up my routine a little bit. For me personally, every single day I wake up at 6:30 a.m., brush my teeth, make my breakfast, and then make my coffee. Immediately start recording YouTube videos at my desk and then do editing. It takes a couple hours or so. I use the Motorola main camera in order to record the video. Today I'm switching it up a little bit, changing my morning routine. No breakfast, no anything. Just grab a cup of water. We're just gonna go for a walk and do these daily videos vlog style. Currently I'm using the selfie camera, which is the inferior camera. This makes it a little bit easier for me. I technically can just turn it around and use the main camera and get the better quality. So you want to see the quality of the main camera, just check out all my other videos. And this format allows me to kind of glance at my notes while I'm walking. Makes it a little bit easier. Downside of walking and doing a vlog, your arms do get tiring, so you gotta switch arms and camera position every minute or so. That in itself is like a workout. Guess even though my legs are hurting, getting our steps in, getting some arm workout, resistant training, and just enjoy the last day with this phone. So next on the list is just hiding apps. I had a couple people in the comments ask me about how to hide apps. So they have this mode called Moto Secure. And once you go in there, you can just see all the all your personal app that's already on your phone. It gets imported over there, and then from there you can install additional apps. So whatever new apps you install on there, it's just gonna be in the secure folder, not on the outside screen. So if you want a specific app in there and not on the outside screen, then just install it inside of the secure folder and then go outside and uninstall it on the main screen. Can be a little annoying, I guess. I think hiding it might be easier, but in a way I can see the thought process. Really trying to hide something and someone can just hit a button to do unhide and see all your hidden apps anyways, so there's no point in that. So you're better off just putting in whatever apps you want to be secured and hidden inside of your secure folder, and then uninstall the version on the outside main screen so that no one has access to it, if that makes sense. I know in Samsung phones you do have the ability to hide the apps on the outside screen, and in addition to that you can do the same thing exactly like the Motorola phone offers, where you can just install your, sorry, I got distracted by my enemies over there, where you can just install your apps on the Moto screen. And so another downside of the Motorola camera is while I'm in the middle of recording, I can't just switch the camera to show you guys what I'm looking at. I guess I can turn my phone. Bunch of ugly pieces over there. I swear they're taking over. At one point, there was only 5 or 6 of them. Now there's like 100 of them. Pretty soon, they're gonna take over this whole valley. All right, let me switch over to the G Cam to see if it has more flexibility. We are on the G Cam, and there are a lot of poops in the way. I do not want to navigate through that, so let's retrace my step. Okay, even on the popular G Cam, you can't really switch the video mode while in the middle of recording, because once you do, it will stop. I can pause the video, I can take a picture while I'm walking, but I can't switch the lenses. Samsung phone, you can do that. In the middle of recording, you can just easily press a button to switch cameras. So anywho, currently recording on Gcam, so strolling around. And one thing I noticed after using this phone with the bright display, the high refresh rate, the colors are very vibrant. And then after that, I switch over to the 7A again, at least for momentarily, just holding it up, checking little things here and there. The color is much more pale in comparison to this, which is interesting. Never really thought about it, or it doesn't really bother me on a day-to-day basis. Either that or my eyes just adapted. But just going from the super bright Motorola Razr Plus screen and then glancing over to the Google Pixel 7a, it did look kind of pale. And another feature that I do like on the Motorola phone is a reminder for heads up. So if you're walking around, it actually reminds you to put your head up. I know as human, we have evolved into creatures who are always on our phones. Even when walking, we're looking down. That is probably not good for your posture in the long run, as your neck is not really meant to just keep staying down like that. So it's a helpful feature. I notice when I'm walking, occasionally if I'm walking texting, it does remind me to look up, which is pretty helpful. I mean, I don't always do it, but I like to be reminded to, just in case. So as fun as it is to use these cell phones, you don't want to be on your phone all the time. It's time for walking, time for exercising, time for keeping your heads up. So something very small and minor. I didn't really think much of it, but I saw a notification pop up, so I figured I'd turn it on, and I personally find it to be pretty helpful. It's been an amazing 3 weeks with this phone. It is a really fun phone to use. When you open it up, it's just like a regular device minus the crease in the middle. I do notice it here and there. You run your fingers across it, it's there. If you are using a web page with a white background, it's more noticeable. Even in direct sunlight, you can still see it at a certain angle if you're looking for it. But other than that, it doesn't really bother me, and for the most part, it just works like a regular phone. It is a nice large 6.9 inch display, so basically a 7-inch phone in your pocket. So this is ironically the new compact phone, because you fold it in half. It is basically about 3.6 inch or whatever the math adds up to be, 3.5 inch once you close up the phone. So that's pretty cool. It makes it easier to put in your pocket. Although it is twice as thick, I guess it is shorter. Some people were complaining about the phone being thicker now that it's in your pocket. Personally, it doesn't bother me. I find that if it's thick and short, it fits better in a pocket versus having a giant long slab in your pocket like the Galaxy S23 Ultra. It makes it very hard to walk around with, especially wear basketball shorts. I'm always afraid that those phones are gonna fall in my pocket, especially if I'm running or make any dramatic movement. But with the Moto Razr Plus, I don't have to worry about that. It's a nice fit. It folds up neatly and it just fits in the pocket just fine. So shout out to Motorola for the Razr Plus 2023. Excellent job there with the outer display that is fully functional. It even has IP dust resistance, which I haven't seen in any other folding phones yet up to date. And Even the nice touches like the desktop mode is pretty cool as well. So Motorola did a lot of good stuff with this phone. Curious to see what the Z Flip 5 has to offer. That's all I have for you guys on day 23. As mentioned before, all good things gotta come to an end, but appreciate you joining me on this journey. Please let me know what you think of these video series. Let me know what your thoughts and comments are on the Moto Razr Plus. And pretty soon I'm going to be covering the Google Pixel Fold, so look forward to doing that. And as always, thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. And that's all, folks.